Happy Tuesday. So Tuesdays usually are my Tech Tuesdays. I wanted to jump on here and share kind of a tech tip and just talk about a system that I use, because in our business, if we are going to grow and scale and not go crazy, we need systems. And as I'm always preaching here, without a system, it's so easy for things to fall through the crack. So today I'm talking about the system that I use to capture testimonials, those rave reviews. So if you're watching live, let me know in the comments that you're here watching. I'm using StreamYard, so you have to let StreamYard know or give them permission, I think, in order for me to see the comments. Hey, Rev Carla, so happy that you're here with me. I'm trying to be consistent. I know I should be posting ahead of time what my topic is, but quite honestly, sometimes I'm just winging it, and you probably do that too. Hey, Carrie, nice to have you with us also. So today is all about the system to capture testimonials. Now, if you're first getting started in your business, you might be thinking, oh, I don't even have any testimonials. You know what the secret is? I'm listening. Anybody know? The secret to get those testimonials is you have to ask for them. The bottom line, you just have to ask. And don't feel bad about asking, because most people are happy to give their opinion, right? So just reach out and say, hey, I'm just curious, what did you think about this? But in order to get testimonials from people, you have to make it easy for them. All right. Most of you know, or if you don't, I teach part-time at a university, and every now and then I'll get a student that wants me to write some kind of letter of recommendation. They're going on to get their grad degree or something. I have to tell you, it's difficult because, one, most of the students that come to me, I don't even really know them that well. And then you think, okay, what am I supposed to write? What are they looking for? But every once in a while, a student usually will come to me and they'll have everything kind of laid out. I just need you to write this school and let them know that I did XYZ project. Do you see how much easier that was? It was like, ooh, that's no problem. I can do it. So for our clients, we have to make it easy for them to give us a testimonial. And, you need to catch them in the glow, right? When they're still, on that high of that wonderful product or service that you deliver to them. Catch them at that moment, if at all possible, and make it easy for them. Now, we all want to say nice things about people, but if you're collecting testimonials, and I'm going to talk about that in just a second, yes, it's nice if people like you, right? We all need the love. Show me a little love. But it's not very useful if somebody new comes into my funnel and somebody says, oh, Debbie's great. Well, that's nice, but why is Debbie great? Which is better? Debbie is great, or Debbie was so responsive and she built me this awesome funnel so that I could immediately go out and start getting leads. Okay, do you see the point? It was very specific, and you could touch on those tangible results of what you got out of that. So for you, as you're going out to get those testimonials, first of all, make it easy. And then the second thing is you need a system so that you remember to do it. All right. And so I have a couple of systems that I'm going to show you here. If you're using a platform like Funnel Gorgeous or Kartra, you could build in a little back-end automation. So maybe 10 days after the payment or 5 days after the final payment, an email fires off with the link to fill out the testimonial. So there's all kinds of ways you could automate it, or even just, that little sticky note, but something so that you're going out there and you're capturing those testimonials. So I'm going to show you a couple of systems that I use here in a minute. Let me talk about another system that I use, though, So you get your testimonials, then what do you do with them? You also need a system for that. And so I have a little folder. I know exactly where that folder is, and any kind of testimonial that I get, as soon as I get it, it goes into that folder. Something else that I started doing a while ago was I started summarizing my testimonials and I put them all in one document. This is a game changer because if you're in the middle of writing out a sales page or creating your funnel, do you want to sift through, okay, now who was it that said XYZ about me? If I have them all collected on like one sheet of paper, it's easier for me to find that testimonial. Now, if that's a good tip, let me know in the comments. It just streamlines the process. Okay. Another thing that I do is, and I have to admit, for the longest time, I didn't even think about it. Anytime somebody says something nice about you on social media, what do? You need to grab it, grab a screen capture of it, and save that. Which reminds me, I need to, I'll do a little training maybe next week on my favorite little tool that I use, my little screen clipper. It's called Snagit. So I'll do some training on that. So with the social media, what I do is I'll grab that little snippet. Oh, wow, Debbie was great. She helped me out in a pinch. She got the problem solved. And then when I save that, because it's an image, right? So when I save it, I have a little system for how I save it. So if it's like a social media post, I'll say FB, Debbie was great. IG, Instagram, Debbie built the best funnel, something like that. So again, in the future, when I'm looking for these different, social proofs, which is what they are, I can quickly just scan down that list of all of my images and I can say, oh yeah. And a lot of times I'll even put the name. Oh yeah, Carla posted on Facebook that she loves me. Okay. A little client love, something like that. It just makes it easy to grab that information when you need it and to reuse it. And again, it's all about systems, right? So just come up with a system so that it's easy for you to find them. It's easy for you to collect them. It's easy for you to use it. Now, sometimes people say, well, I'm just starting out. I don't even have any testimonials. I haven't even sold anything yet. You can still get testimonials. So if you're just starting out and maybe you do some free work for someone, ask them. It doesn't have to be a paid client that gives you a testimonial or even a referral. Again, don't be afraid to ask. People love to help, but you just need to be specific. And you need to let them know. You need to kind of guide them as far as what you're looking for. I hope that makes sense. Let me know in the comments if you're watching. So let me share my screen. I'm going to show you a couple of tools that I use. Let me find the right screen here. Okay, so everybody can see this screen here. This is a tool called Getbravo, and I think it's like $5 a month, super inexpensive. But what's nice is, so this is the back end. And hey, Sharon, if you're watching on replay, sorry that your little face is here, but she just submitted a video recording for me. So on the back end, you can see all of your videos. You can download them, which is very important. So you'll want to download them. On the front end, you can customize. So whenever I give this link to people, this is basically what they see. And so I've got some guided questions. And so I just say, please speak from the heart, share your experience and your feelings. And then I just tell them, feel free to use the questions below as a starting place. Now, I've collected these questions from a couple of different people. I'll try to remember to put this in the comments if you're interested in this. there's a reason behind these questions. Because your testimonials, you're gathering that social proof that yes, you're a real person, and yes, you deliver some awesome products or service. But testimonials are also a great segue into understanding what people are thinking and feeling. So this first question here, what were you struggling with before working with me or taking my program? And where are you now? This is an excellent question because it identifies their pain point. So somebody would come to me and say, I have been struggling with this tech, trying to get my back-end systems built. I'm ready to pull my hair out. Okay. So I could use that information in my marketing language. Another question, what made you take a chance on trying my program, coaching, or funnel? So in other words, why did you come to me? And so someone may say, because I heard great reviews in the Facebook group that we're in together, right? Another question, was there anything surprising that you learned? Question 4, where would you be if you didn't sign up for this program or services? So in other words, if I didn't help you, where would you be? Okay. I won't bother reading all of these questions, but there's a purpose behind this so that when somebody goes to give me their video testimonial, I'm kind of guiding them as far as what information I need from them. I want to know what their pain point was. I want to know why they decided to take that leap of faith and hire me. I want to know what the transformation was. What were the aha moments after they worked with me? And what would they say? Any other things? And would they recommend other people? Right? So that's one thing that I use. And usually I will ask people, I will say either a video or a feedback form. A lot of people hesitate to get on video, but if you can get people to give you a video, that is golden because it's real, and so as you're building your social proof, if you have a video of people talking about you, it's more believable, right? I also, I have just a Google form. This is the back end. If you've never used a Google form, super easy to use. On the front end, this is what it would look like for the people. And with this, basically, you just grab the link. So I'm going to come back in here. If I was going to send it, I can just grab this link and then I can email this link to them and say, hey, would you mind filling this out? And it's very similar, their name, email, and then in this form, I'm just saying what particular service did I provide, because I do coaching plus funnel building. Again, what was your biggest struggle? Were there any obstacles that prevented you from working with me? What was the best aha, or what was your favorite part of what I delivered? How will these transformations help you in your business? Would you recommend me to others? How would you rate your experience, 1 to 10? If it wasn't a 10, how could I make the experience better? Anything else you'd like to add? Do I have permission to use your testimonial? Now, you want to make it easy. You don't want to make it so long that it takes them forever to fill it out. Have you ever done one of those surveys where you think it's going to take 2 minutes and 15 minutes later, you're trying to get that Starbucks card, right? And it's like, I don't know, it was going to take me 20 minutes. It's not worth it. So you want to keep it short. You want to just get what you have to do and get out, so to speak. All right. And then a third way, if you use FG funnels, there is a way of creating your own feedback form. And this you would just embed. Once you created it, you would just embed it onto a page. All right. So I had started building one out just so you could see it. So you could put images here. And then basically you could add anything on this form that you wanted, so I capture their name, email, all that kind of stuff. I just had stopped here. I didn't finish it. The same concept though. So I would go through and I would finish asking all these questions. I would send people this link. They would fill it out with Funnel Gorgeous. Then what happens? This information then gets attached to their contact within the CRM. So I don't have to go find it or anything. It's just there. All right. So let me stop sharing screen here and bring this back. So that's it in a nutshell. Create a system to capture testimonials. So a system that makes it easy for people to fill it out, a system for you to make it easy to remember to get those testimonials, and then a system for you to use those testimonials. You know, a system, come up with a system on how you name those files, those videos, those images, and then a system of where you store those things. So going forward, you're able to find them. You don't have to hunt all over your computer just to find those things. All right. So that's the Tech Tuesday tip and the system tip kind of combined into one. So let me know in the comments if you're doing anything right now to capture testimonials. I'd love to hear what you're doing. And until next time, let's just keep knocking it out of the park. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you later. Bye.